Here's another problem in our Hawks textbook that we're going to solve using our guru. According to a recent national poll, about 40% of Americans believe in ghosts. Assuming this percentage is accurate, if 20 people were randomly selected and asked if they believe in ghosts, what is the probability that 12 or more would say that they do? So when we read these problems, we have to decide if they are appropriate for the binomial or not. I do see a two-sided nature here, which is that people either will report believing in ghost or not believing in ghost. And I can tell which one will be our success by the way they phrase the probability question. They're interested in those that say they do. So that's going to be our success. We also need to have a fixed number of trials. And in this case, we are asking 20 people about their belief in ghosts. So our N is 20. So the next thing we need to determine is, do we know the probability of a success? And in fact, we do. We're going to trust the national poll that says about 40% of Americans believe in ghosts. So that means our P is equal to 0.40. Finally, we need to determine the number of successes. And our number of successes is going to be greater than or equal to 12. X is greater than or equal to 12. And that comes from the language, again, in the probability request that says 12 or more would say they do. Now that we have sorted all this information out, it's time to go to our guru. So here we are in our guru. We'll navigate into the binomial calculator by going to probability, simulation, and then clicking on the drop-down box for probability calculator and choosing the discrete. We're going to keep the choice at values to probability. We're handing our guru some random variables and the values of those random variables, and in hopes that it will give us a probability as an answer. The distribution here is the default, which is binomial. The number of trials we have is 20. The probability of success, which is P, is 0.40. And now we need this last piece right here above this horizontal bar is where we tell it X. And we have these choices. We're going to choose above because of the greater than nature of our request, 12. And then we're going to keep this box checked that says include the value, which makes this a greater than or equal to. If I remove this, it's simply greater than. If I include the 12, we have greater than or equals to. And now we let our guru do the lengthy calculation for us, and we'll get an answer of 0.056526. So there appears to be about a 5.6% chance that 12 or more people in this sample would say that they believe in ghosts.